If we live as eternal souls and incarnate from time to time into a hosting body, then one could wonder if we have a soul identity too, besides our personal identity as a person. This interests me very much. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Rita Borenstein, and today I will talk about soul identity and read again a chapter from my book To Soul, Home and Back about this topic. In my previous videos, I have recorded some other stories from my book, and maybe if you listen to them or will listen to them, I have talked about my client who I call a surgeon. He is actually a surgeon, but I didn't want to reveal his name, of course. And now this surgeon is in deep hypnosis, and we are going to talk about soul identity. But I start the chapter like this. The chapter is called Soul Identity and Themes of the Soul Through Time. Many years ago, I read an article about 30 Swedes who answered the following questions. Where would you like to live? With whom would you like to live? What would you like to work with? I was surprised that none of them were happy with how they lived, worked, or were doing at the time. If we choose and design our destiny before we incarnate, then why is it so common that we often are so discontent with the result? To forget the blueprint seems to be part of the plan, so we can remember as we grow older and become wiser. Dr. Michael Newton discovered that each soul has an identity, name, and mission. We seem to become more and more specialized over time as we practice our skills again and again. When I first read the books by Dr. Newton, what interested me the most was to find out if I have a general plan or theme through my incarnations. Here is a dialogue with the surgeon concerning this topic. And before I start the dialogue, I'd like to tell you that in my former videos, previous videos, I have recorded the story about the surgeon being in a past life as a soldier Ray, and also in a childhood memory when he was playing with small plastic soldiers. He refers to this here. And then he also found out in deep hypnosis that his soul name is Vairi, quite a strange name, and his soul friend during these sessions in afterlife is he called her Avron, a beautiful elf-like figure. All right, so I asked him then, I'd like to ask Avron this question about surgeon. Why did surgeon become a surgeon? It is because I was infinitely tired of all the killing. I had to do something else. You have told me that you played with little plastic soldiers very often as a child. Do you know now if there is anything you remember that made you play like this in this life? Yes, I was reliving it. That is what it was all about. This is how I felt as surgeon about the life as Ray. I have felt that the Ray life has been very strong inside me, but not in a negative way, and I feel so done with it. Therefore, I choose something else. And now I have the privilege to have a medical profession, and I choose surgery because my body has the skill for it. Also, that it gives me extra authority. Well, what do I need that for? He asks himself. Yes, what do you need it for? I then ask him. Yes, why particularly a surgeon? I see a diving board, a springboard, for me or for something. I do not know for what. They tell me now that surgeon is not there yet. He needs some more time. I hear he has to be older. Ah, yes. They tell me it is not that far away. It has to do with experience, not formal experience, because this the surgeon already has, but a longer experience. I have to ascend to another spiritual level on earth. You have given us a very good insight into the life of Ray that you just lived and died in. Thank you. The surgeon says, you will understand. You don't have to know right now. These are the words I hear. Well, what do I say about this? Yes, what do you say? Is this something you know now? I ask. Better not to know. I'm on the right track. You are capable of more, and you will accomplish more. This is what I know. May I ask whether the plan for surgeon is somehow to prepare, or should he continue as before? The path is right, surgery is right, research is right, but it feels heavy. Research feels heavy, but it is right. Does research have to do with the kudos you were talking about before? Your motivation? Or what is the reason that surgeons should continue with research if it feels so heavy? Is surgeon interested in it, or does he do it as a part of a mission? He does it more like a mission, an interest, more the meaning, not for the ego, absolutely not. But I get the advice now to nourish my soul more. Let me take a moment to ask you who you are as a soul, Vairi. Would you like to tell me about the characteristics of your soul? Yes, I have a hunger to learn new things. I also hear the words old soul, if I may say so. I have been around for a long time. It feels like I'm moving on from incarnating, and I can almost say that I'm done with it. Aha, you mean you are done with incarnating? Yes. Could you tell me what is left for surgeon to accomplish in this present incarnation on earth? It feels like I have to take a stand for something. The words I get is that it is better not to know because it can hurt. It could mean losses. The feeling is that you are not there yet, the time is not right, you will be there and you will understand. Is there a purpose with surgeon being a surgeon when that day comes? Yes. So, to sum it up, surgery and research and nourish my soul. It is not necessary with more stillness. It is enough to go inwards. You need your cave, we can put it this way. Man cave. You use too much energy to push yourself. Who says that you push yourself too much, Vairi? This is maybe what I am telling myself. I work too much, and I shall always do. There is a risk that I can kill that drive. That's right, you are anxious to get a lot done, aren't you? Yes, I hear now. Select your work, focus your work, reduce your work, and do it the right way. My soul is not too severely crumbled, but there are a few dents if we should say something about it. Thank you, Vairi. That sounds good. Maybe surgeon knows how to rejuvenate in his daily life if he takes the chance to do so. Yes, he knows how to. He lies down and rests. He closes his eyes and listens to music. That is when he is recovering his strength. I would like to know if you have a certain mission or theme that you are working with, Vairi. Do you have an outsourcer that you work for? Well, there's an old guy there somewhere. Aaron and I are practically equals. It is like being 63 and 65 years old somehow. Well, she's a little bit ahead of me and she has a slightly different tone, but there are no oceans of wisdom between us. But there is something else too. So, what is your driving force when you incarnate into such a life? What is the core of the driving force, Vairi? To teach others. Ah, okay. That is the reason why I'm here as surgeon too, among other reasons. I incarnate by free will, although in a way I really do not want to, because I'm so tired of it that But yes, I still do it for the sake of other people, but also for myself, because I really think I'm needed. Yes, that is a good way to put it. I know that I need to incarnate, and I know that I have a task to fulfill. Yes, so I will comment on this a little bit based on my own 7 Life Between Life sessions and also sessions with a lot of clients. That it's interesting when the client comes in this kind of deep hypnotized state that they can access many different personalities, so to speak. As you noticed in this dialogue, it's like someone tells the surgeon something, and if I ask, usually I ask the client then who is talking now, and they tell it's my guide, it's my soul friend, it's another partner, so to speak, in their soul family, or it is past life personality, or maybe talking about themselves as a child. So as a life between life facilitator, I need to keep track on all these personalities, because to make any sense of it, and for the client then when they listen to the recording, which I always do, of course, record the whole thing. So it's like their different voices inside are giving advices, and this is how this works, that the client comes with several questions, and the main question for the client the first session was, why am I so attracted to war and to work as a doctor maybe in war zones? And as a surgeon, of course, he would be very welcome. But he was a little bit hesitant to do it because of family situation and all that. So then he figured this all out through these 3 sessions that he did in the year 2014 and 2015, and he was researching in his hypnosis, why am I so attracted to war and soldier life. Yes, so this was my message today, and I will continue in my next video to speak about the favorite life of the surgeon, the favorite life ever as surgeon. So I hope you will keep on listening to my videos. I record every video in Swedish and English, and I also interview guests, and then it's in Swedish or English, depending on the mother tongue of my guest then. Okay, so thank you for today. I hope you will comment and send me a few likes or share this video with friends of yours, because I want to spread my passion for the soul to as many as possible who find it interesting, hopefully, and that it resonates with them. Otherwise, of course, there's no use to listen to something that just feels like crap or not interesting, for sure. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.